Come in for a scry today. Let's see what the shapes and symbols have to say. Old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts alike, thank you so much for being here. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We are going to utilize the scrolls, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some oracle cards, and we also have Ghost Tube kicking for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient Odic adventures. So overall, please do receive or release freely. As well, I want to take a moment before we dive in to say thank you for your time, attention, and awareness, for your likes, shares, subscribes, and views. Really couldn't have asked for a better, conscious, creative, collaborative audience. So thank you so much for being here with me. You're all my siblings, my favorite people in the world, and be sure to know that your presence and perspective is powerful. So when you're ready, let's dive in. I am using an old Ouija scroll set. If you're opening up with me, we're taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of fellow old souls, empaths, seers, and psychonauts. Thank you for being my muse, and may we all meet a message with meaning. All right, I got 3 here. This set, and just the way it was dyed, it's kind of cool because it looks like bricks. I'm actually going to just alleviate the, thank you. All right, you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, as your insights do expand the iScry experience, and we all become the readers and the seers. Feel well to comment, drop an emoji, give a girl a like. I appreciate you. Blue Jays.
Cover.
Blue Jays. I feel, so Blue Jays symbol might mean something to somebody, but there's some, knitting needles or crocheting. There's also these 2 Blue Jays. They have something on. They have some sort of eyewear on. They're like lasers and arrows. Lasers and arrows, or arrows that wherever they're pointed, like the tip of an arrow to say whatever the thing is. I can see the laser line. It's like I can see the energy line of that line of sight. Something's being woven. I can't get away from this ball of yarn thing. And I think I'm hearing that song from Weezer.
Homeless.
So, are we homeless, love? Well, you're home here. I feel very powerful up here, old souls. Oh, and I feel very magician-y here, like there's like sound here. This not so much. This is silence. Silence. And you know, there's there's something to be said about sternness. You know, it can grab our attention. I can appreciate that. Is somebody hearing
Sagittarius,
a sternness from spirit or one's own psyche, like stop or enough? It could be in accepting energies, getting kind of tied in like a ball of yarn that's gone crazy, or a ball of wool that's, you know, just like all wrapped up in taking the time to weave it more mindfully back into a ball, so that, you know, if, I don't know if anyone is a crocheter or a yarn artist or anything along that lines with strings, the strings
Start.
and taking the time to put it back together so that it's easy to work with on the other end. It's like that effort creates ease. But there's something about even allowing the effort to be easy, or to have the energy of ease. So I think a lot of old souls are like, stop right there. I want to know right now before we go any further. There might be something about that. If you're going forward with someone or something, whatever channel this is, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, and it's not like a, what is that ultimatum.
Drink.
No. This feels very me, like very personal. I, you, we, me, in relation to the interconnectedness of how things are like a ball of yarn. And it's almost like kind of meeting people with energies, residuals, with different kinds of yarn, you know? Does that make sense? I think it does somewhere. Anyway, there's an energy specifically that I feel like whatever you might be working on, if it's different parts of yourself, emotional and earthly to energetic, whatever the case is, conscious, all the things. I don't need to go through it. It could be somebody else. It could be a partnership, a collaboration. And it's like, this is an effort, but it's easy. The energy of ease is here, and it's understood and respected and appreciated. The background work, or the work to like put a ball of string in a better configuration, so when it's being used and tethered to things. I also feel like old souls, whatever you're tethering yourselves to, it's done mindfully. It's done really mindfully. This isn't so much of a snotty way or a snobby way, but I kind of want to say as well, it's only taken snotty or snobby if someone or something else like is getting more and giving less. This isn't an tit for tat, but this is just an exchange. So I don't know if this is something in an environment. There are howling wolves here. I can hear them howling. Oh. This also could have something to do with the spirit realm, specifically more like astral entities. Curious, I don't usually say that. Astral entities or cords with that string that maybe you've severed. That seems like such a harsh word. But anyway, you know what I mean. I don't need to worry about it.
What should I do?
I feel like I'm feeling a little released, and it's taken me a second, even in here in real time. Whatever work you've done and efforts that might appear easy, or maybe there's a judgment by somebody else or another aspect, or I don't know, like that was too easy. But something's not being seen of the work that maybe you do as an old soul. Maybe it's underappreciated if it's not loud or action-packed. But nonetheless, whatever aura you're giving off right now feels really, really nice. But I'm taking a moment to kind of feel not having all these strings attached. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. Strings attached. And I've like in this moment, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so when I do add on strings, when I do add on connections, I want it to feel ease. I don't know.
Healing.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I keep saying the same thing. I apologize. Because it's a very specific sensation that I don't think I feel IUE me a lot. But I would like more of it. There are, I don't know if they're flying monkeys or gargoyles of my antennae here. I've also got like really cool sunglasses on that have like waves. I can see waves. Maybe you're seeing auras or energy more clearly, or just sensing it like a hot day, and you can see the, I don't know, effects of that.
Sink.
Something about a water slide, skipping rope. I'm over here doing this. There's still work being done, and I'm not. It's not like a reoccurrence. Maybe something has been reoccurring for you. A theme. There's been a theme. It's like every so often I go and clean out a cupboard. You know, just every so often I go to that cupboard and I take a look. I take a boo. I dust it, and whatever I hold in that cupboard, it's like having a junk drawer. So handy. So handy. But every so often you got to go through it and just be like, okay, what's going on in the junk drawer? That's what I kind of feel like it's over here. And you know, when you're like putting laundry on the line, or at least that's the example I can use, or a shirt or a towel coming out of the washer dryer, and you're like, you're making a bed. That's, I feel like I'm getting whipped into shape, but this is self-made, self-proclaimed. I'm not alone. I'm very aware that I'm not alone. But whatever work I'm doing, you, I, we, me, you might be doing in whatever regards, when you work with someone or something else or a different part of you, it feels nice because of this. Because of this. In the cave of ice is endings, beginnings, wheel. Yeah, maybe this is like a karma cycle that's ending. Give me a moment. Okay, thank you. So see this. There's a new steering wheel starting. Can I write that down? A new steering wheel started. And then I don't know what kind of craft it is, but it's like one of those wheel things where I swear you put, I could be making this up, but if you know what it is, and then I don't know if you loop the yarn and then it creates a hat or a toque or something like that. It's a companionship contraption, but it works. It works. And each rung is being built from both sides. Now, when I say both sides as well, this is coming back in. If you have somebody in spirit, hereafter, afterlife specifically, could also be guides and guardians and all that kind of stuff. Maybe specifically grandparents, because as I was coming up, I was smelling men's like cologne, but it felt like Old Spice. Not necessarily Old Spice in general, but just like an Old Spice kind of cologne. And it's like we're each putting the rungs on our sides. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you have somebody, please know that you're still collaborating and working together for the same goal of sorts. Goal is very human, but there it is. It makes sense in and of itself. I also feel like I'm taking charge. And sometimes I put things on my ears so I can't hear.
Closed.
Sometimes I put like an eye mask over my eyes so I can't see. It's a very purposeful task. Sometimes I feel like maybe old souls, empaths, seers, seekers, and psychonauts, we actually need to remove inspiration or alleviate sound influence. Like, do you ever have those moments where you're just like, anyway, that's how I'm feeling. In the cave of winds is abundance, luck, and fish. This is how kind of soothing this feels. Like even though they're blue jays and that symbol might mean something to you, and I know that they kind of have a bully, but they communicate to their
Living
team.
room.
They communicate and help. I guess the other blue jays in their squad where food is, right? Like they're so communicative, and they have no bones about communicating that to their people. So, and that's kind of the thing, even with this with up here, like stop, like taking charge, a stern spokenness. If it's taken away or it feels abrasive, it could be like the Blue Jays. It's because you're not in the Blue Jays. I don't know. And well, I'm in Canada, so I don't know. Maybe the Blue Jays. I understand they play baseball. I don't know if it's the season. I don't. I know nothing about it, but it's something like that. And it's like feeding the fish, and while there's this sternness here that I, as Steph, really appreciate, because I respect that as well, right? To hold space, and while passivity and fluidity and compromise and tolerance is nice, but
Where are you?
For me personally, make no mistake, when drop the hammer, not so much tough love, but it's just like when someone takes charge, I don't take it away. Like, who do you think you are? I'm like, you've got my attention. You've got my attention. Because those moments, as long as it's, not abused or tossed out in a nasty way, it's, okay, like the wolves howling at the moon. Nobody's crying wolf here. And maybe you have some energies, entities, astral to alive, whatever, that cry wolf just to tether into your energy.
Finish.
Okay, so there it is. Anywho, but this feels like there is these points of sternness, whether they're silent or spoken or sound. You might also hear bellows. If you're ever walking around, you just hear your name and it's like, Stephanie. And I'm like, what? And it just kind of bellows everywhere. That's what it kind of feels like. But it's because of that, and knowing that that's there, that active, the passivity of flowing and coalescing is good. It feels safe to do that. All right. Okay. Abundance and luck. There could be something
Bobby.
ending. Bobby Boucher. There could be something, because it's like Waterboy, right? Yeah. A cycle of abundance and luck that is changing, karmically changing. And with Gazelle change purity in the Cave of Hearth Fires. And even when I was seeing like those antennae before down here, it's like having the gazelle's antennas. And me just, being a Capricorn, or, anything horned, Aries, and, and they're all like curved, or we got some. Look at the gazelles. They are a different kind of horn. Sound the horns. You are steering. Sound the horn. It gets your attention when there's a horn. You can't go around honking horns all the time, because then it just becomes loud and obnoxious.
It's outside.
In the Cave of Rivers is success, pride, be proud. I hope you're feeling that of oneself, and this is with all the little orbs around it. I think this is the work that's kind of being done within the interconnectedness of old souls, empaths, seers, and psychonauts, understanding and respecting different methods. It's like yarn, the strings that may connect us, but some crochet, some knit, some use this technique, some use that technique. Whatever that other spindly thing is, others weaver, I don't know, whatever it is, but you get it. And that's like an honor through old souls. I feel like it's not expected, but it's known and felt when it is there. All right, if I didn't say so already, thank you so much for being here, like, sharing, and subscribing if you haven't already. I'm going to flip these scrolls in just a few moments, and we're going to head on over to the Flipside if you'd like to join us in the second or third tier of the channel membership. to the super secret society. Pish posh. But no pressure. Just wanted to let you know. Hopefully this is fulfilling enough. All right. Let's add on before we go to the Cave of Earth. We have here Whale Wisdom Keeper. This is how soothing it feels. All this water. On the bottom is triangle choices and decision. Maybe you're not sure yet. And it's okay to not know, to experiment. It's okay to not know. Oh, it's very like pyramid-y. Look at that. My shaman's palm has gone all pyramid with brick and mortar. If this is like closer to the surface, this is underneath. But they are harmonious. Again, different modalities, different things. Is there one card we want to put on before we close out? Okay, we'll grab a river card and it'll take us to the flip side. Okay.
17.
There's a baby bird. It's more of like a finch. A finch. This kind of feels like I don't know how to say that. I don't know if I'm magnetizing things to me. Like if this was in here, these are my legs, these are my arms, greater than, less than, or the side. We sometimes can focus on the front body, the cones of the energy, medicine wheels
I see you.
in the back, right? And very sounding the horns of the front energy bodies. And this is about the side energy bodies, the side, which can be sometimes like our little junk drawers, I guess. But anyway, so imagine if this is me, IUE, me. We've got our arms and legs out in like that X, and these beings or energies are either coming towards us and we're welcoming them into our center line, or they're coming in and we're like, halt, who goes there? And it's just like they can't move. And that's not an imprisonment. I
can't talk.
It's just a weird respect thing. Okay, all right, let's add on a river card. I also want to note as well, I saw you over there, Whale, Old Souls. I will, thank you. The shape of this whale, whatever kind of whale that is in here. The wheel is in here. The gazelle is the antennas here. All right, our river card is card 1. I read art first, so if anything is standing out to you, please follow your intuitions. Please follow that versus my yammerings and ramblings. But I also will read the blurbage from the artist. There's a starfish in there. Somebody recently had to bury a pet. Condolences. Absolutely condolences for that. Chestnuts. Oh, I feel like I've got a little something gold in here. I feel like I've moved from again, it's collage art, maybe. I don't know if that's the right term. Collage, montage. The Tumble Hill. Oh, it's joy and pain. Keep it going. Sunshine. Twin pigs wrapped together in a ball are rolling down a slope, squealing with pleasure as they descend. I really don't see it, but maybe that's okay. This is the spring of eternal youth, where the sun paints hay bales in gold, the air is pungent with honeysuckle, and the sky is fixed in a brilliant cerulean blue. Tomorrow, who knows, but today we are eternal. That is gorgeous. Like, that is a gorgeous message. Yeah, no, it is the right card. tumbling down the hill. What a freeing feeling to do it with a friend, a part of oneself. Before I go, I just want to say it's a joy to deliver not only the weekly messages, but to connect in with the old souls. And I hope that even in this moment, if we can, all be inspired together to feel the joy of the work you do, whatever modality, whatever ways, whichever and whatever, how you're steering your wheel. And if maybe a part of this wisdom is to remember to release stress and enjoy joy. I will see you on the flip side. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you there. So much love.